The Democratic National Convention has been underway in Chicago for 3 days now, and the latest big hitters to take center stage were former President Bill Clinton, the legendary talk show host Oprah Winfrey, and vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. Interestingly, a joy strategy portraying Vice President Kamala Harris as the candidate who can move the nation forward was on full display. Former President Bill Clinton said Harris brings sheer joy to the 2024 race. Oprah Winfrey urged Americans to choose joy. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg contrasted Trump's darkness with the brand of politics offered by Harris and her running mate Tim Walz, which she said just feels better to be part of. The message underscores how rapidly the 2024 presidential race has evolved since last month's exit of President Joe Biden, whose campaign had been built around dire warnings that electing Trump would jeopardize democracy itself. Harris hasn't abandoned those warnings, but seems to have repackaged them in a more forward-looking message, emphasizing themes of freedom and joy. And well, the convention has seen plenty of song and dance too. This time, singer John Legend and drummer Sheila E played Prince's Let's Go Crazy, and Stevie Wonder performed Higher Ground.
He had an improbable turn that made him president. And we were in the middle of a pandemic and an economic crash. He healed our sick and put the rest of us back to work. And he strengthened our alliances for peace and security. He stood up for Ukraine. He's trying desperately to get a ceasefire in the Middle East. And then he did something that's really hard for a politician to do. He voluntarily gave up political power. And George Washington knew that, and he did it. And he set the standard for us serving 2 terms before it was mandatory. It helped his legacy. And it will enhance Joe Biden's legacy.
Let us choose. Let us choose truth. Let us choose honor. And let us choose joy. Because that's the best of America. But more than anything else, let us choose freedom. Why? Because that's the best of America. We're all Americans, and together, let's all choose Kamala Harris. Thank you, Chicago.